Okay. Now, Dr. Ranganathan, before we get in the others, I want you to set the context right.
Thank you very much. Good evening, Pranesh. First of all, RP Singh ji, absolutely right. It's either we believe the fake news spreaders and generators in the media, or we believe Donald Trump. The choice is ours. No, but as you said, let's set the context right. And here I'd like to make 3 or 4 important points that I think your viewers would benefit from. Look, the issue, Pranesh, is not that USAID was funding Americans to seed or expand American interests around the world. Powerful countries spend unreal amounts of money and resources to establish assets and to enhance their sphere of influence, especially in developing world and untapped markets. So what USA was doing is done by China, Germany, France, UK, even Russia, and I dare say India. USAID was a carefully thought out arm of US foreign policy and the CIA. They were buying influence and establishing assets, preparing grounds for enhancing business interests, helping out the military industrial complex. Indeed, those Americans like Elon Musk who want it disbanded, perhaps for good reasons, might not even be aware that under the garb of absurd or fictitious labels or budgetary headings, the US government was actually helping out thousands of US businesses, pharma, auto, aviation, mining, GMO, perhaps even Tesla. Secondly, lobbying by Indians for American interests is well known, as the COVID Pfizer vaccine push has showed us. Foreign governments, their diplomats, routinely entice Indians across diverse fields, especially struggling YouTubers or screechy radio jockeys, to take up issues that aid foreign interests, sometimes even quasi-revolutions. So the issue is not that USAID was funding Americans to seed or expand American interests. The issue is not even that USAID was funding Indians to expand American interests. No. Pranesh, the issue is that USAID was funding Indians to undermine Indian interests. And that is an issue that should be investigated for any illegality that may have transpired. Now to the other point, and that's important, of foreign interference in Indian elections. To be honest, Pranesh, there is a thin line between genuine concern and scaremongering, being the victim and playing it. Everyone's a hypocrite here. The biggest interference in elections happens through media. Billions of dollars are handed out to the Indian media by Indian and foreign companies in the form of ads, also pushed by Indian and foreign governments, like in the case of China, that directly funds multiple Indian media outlets. In the 80s, if you remember, a newspaper editor ratted out the then PM Rajiv Gandhi in the name of the Bofors Swedish whistleblower. Was there not interference? In 2019, the same editor cropped out the signature of our defense minister to peddle the fake narrative that Modi had indulged in Rafale scam. Was there not election interference? What did the government do? Nothing. And have we forgotten NewsClick, shamelessly following Beijing's orders on Arunachal, COVID, Galwan? Look, misinformation, disinformation, peddling fake narratives trick the Indian voter, interfere in Indian elections, doubtless. But then you can never stop it, because every single politician and every single political party takes money and spends to do it, Pranesh. Now, I beg your indulgence for a minute, because this is most important. If an organization gives money to a political party, does it expect some leverage in return? The answer is yes. But here is the thing, Pranesh. The biggest election interference in Indian history was perpetrated by this government itself, with full support and partaking of the opposition, through the anonymous electoral bonds and the amendments to the FCRA Act that allowed foreign companies to give billions, tens of billions, to Indian political parties anonymously. This was the biggest betrayal of the Indian voter, and no party has returned the money to these companies. Just 30 seconds. And it was not a foreign hand that did it. It was an Indian hand. And that is why it was more dangerous, as it was done in secret, unlike a spurious paid for news report or ad that you can read and rebut. The governments want transparency on who got US aid money, but wanted to keep opaque as to who gave political parties money through electoral bonds. Look, if a foreign mining company gave billions to Congress, BJP would be up in arms. But a foreign company did give billions to Congress, and yet the BJP was silent. You know why? Because that same mining company also gave billions to the BJP, and both BJP and Congress joined hands in amending the FCRA Act to escape conviction. Was that not interference, Pradesh?
It was, and all parties extended both their hands to receive funds from, the corporates and the powers that be. But, Ravi Srivastav, let's underline the fundamental questions we are asking. People are wondering, What is this about? Where is the money? Who got the money? When did the money come? Or did the money come at all?
Pranesh, I think the story is totally unfounded. First of all, my friends just now said that whom should I believe? We believe the President Donald Trump, or we believe the Indian Express newspaper, which is having a front page headline on that. So my question here is the BJP being the cosmos, the biggest party, having the best kind of surveillance and security agencies available, starting from NIA to NSA to FEMA to this to that, could not trace 182 crores came to India and vanished into the thin air. Who got it? Why President Trump is not showing that whom did he give it? Why their agencies are not telling that who is the beneficiary in India? US gives to the entire world. They give it to Nepal, they give it to Somalia, they give it to Bangladesh, they give it to this for health, for education, for political awareness, for voter turnout. Hundreds of things they are doing it. So they do it, and why don't they tell that who got it? That's why the Congress called it is a nonsensical statement altogether. They bring a white paper on this, or they will bring out a black paper on this.
Okay.